Good morning. Working hard, y'all. Sorry about that. Now you guys can see how we do it in the lab. You can't really tell because you have my kitchen on the backdrop, but I'm working really hard on the other monitors for the MVPs. Oh my goodness, dude. Did my computer restart last night? What's up to everybody out there? This is crazy. We're working on UFC 303, if you aren't aware. Knocked it out the park on the last one. Saudi Arabia, we dominated. Went 9-2 on the card. What up, Rocco Glaze? I'm not really talking to people this morning. I'm actually working on the UFC fight card for UFC 303, so I'll be making videos all day today, so I'm not really looking at the chat. Won't be talking much. This might be one of the most boring lives you guys have ever seen. But that's, I don't care. Personally, it bothers me none. It bothers me none, hun. But thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. I got it. Look, Dad, I got it. Just have to prep the card, get it ready, start posting videos for the Patreon and the YouTube. I'm getting ready for UFC 303. So I don't expect a lot of people to watch this live at all. There's really going to be nothing going on. Matter of fact, I'm trying to find the playlist I use while I'm doing this, because it has to be I gotta sign in. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be annoying. Let's try this. No. Check your phone. Sorry about that. Take that. Let's see what we're doing here. Y'all don't know the Puffy reference? I'm going to search for copyright free music on YouTube. And then whatever I find, they have it here. All YouTube audio library.
Introducing the ultimate AI voice.
Turn that down so I can study.
Go to artlist.io
and then
get
I'm going to
voices for your videos. Choose your voice. Write your
loop
text,
the playlist.
Generate in seconds.
A double rainbow? Now that's just tasty.
And let's just hear this up. Of course, this is what everybody uses for their videos. I don't care. I'm gonna log in here. Let's see what happens. They sent me a code to my email. Let's log into Hotmail. Nick Aggs became a member. That's cool. All right, and then we'll go to Twitter. MVP versus Ian Machado might be nice. You know, I always get disappointed whenever I see MVP because he's just trying to stay out of danger. So I never get too excited like that.
Do shove your dick through the computer screen? How is that going to work? Are you going to fly me out? Are you going to fly me to wherever it is you live? Are you going to drive over here? Like, how does that even work? I don't understand why people say that. You know, I just don't feel like you actually committed to this match. I feel like you're just talking shit. You're just saying things. You're just talking on the internet. You don't mean it. Come on, come over to my house. Come on over here. I dare you. Are you going to show up? Huh? I'm waiting. TikTok. Time to fuck.
Yikes.
listening, song downloads, and more. Get YouTube Music Premium.
Good morning, Mr. 5-footer. I appreciate you. Good morning. All right, y'all. Gotta work. Morning, Top. Hope all is well on your end. It is, Jason. I'm doing great, man. Just working on the UFC 303 fight card right now. Getting ready for all the matchups and whatnot. I'm going to do a bunch of research on it before I make my picks today. But currently making up the card. Got to hand jam it in and type it in. Then I'll do a search online to get screenshots or JPEGs of them facing off or something of that nature, so I can put it in the bottom right hand corner of the videos. So there's just a lot of a lot of extra things you have to do when you want to make videos. You got to get the graphics, you got to fill out your card. You just got to do a lot of little extra things that people don't really realize before you can start. Or you can do it when you start, and then while you're doing the videos, you actually take longer, because after every single video, you're looking for what you're looking for to make sure you can post it. It's too much work at that point. I found it to be counterproductive. So get all the bookkeeping out of the way. So I already have like a method, and I can rapidly look for everything instead of doing it one-off after every single video. Trust me, I used to do that, and it would take me forever. At least here, I can just grind. And then I can watch fights all day. That's something that goes with making videos and picks. People don't realize it, but you gotta go and watch their fights. Like, even if you know the fighter, right? Like, I know all the fighters, but I have to do a tremendous amount of re-watching, because the guy you saw fight 3 years ago is not the same guy he is today, right? It just happens over time. These guys lose their skill set. They're not in shape. They didn't do a good weight cut. They lost their chin 3 matchups ago. So you might be in love with a name you once knew, and fighters usually fight 3 to 4 times a year. So if they're on a 6-fight win streak, they could be tremendously different fighters from what they used to be. And if you're an athlete, you know what kind of drop-off can occur as you get older. So like the karate hottie, Michelle Waterson Gomez, she's about to retire, bro. She's about to retire. Retire. It's one of my songs right here. I like this one. I hate draft grades, but LA gets an A plus. Connor, there you go. I don't know, man. It feels like a hell of a pick, but I'm gonna tell you the truth, and this is the God's honest truth. I obviously watch March Madness. I watch conference tournaments, and then I kind of brain dump all the guys I watch because I'm focused on college football. I got to memorize 15,000 names or something crazy, right? So I kind of brain dump them, and I was looking at the draft, the results from the first round, and the first name I recognize on the draft, first name I recognize is at 9, right? Zach Edey. Next name I recognize, Dalton Connect. That's it. Everybody else, yeah, I mean, I know who they are, but if I walk past them today, like in the store somewhere, I walk right past them like I don't know them. That's the craziest part about it. I wouldn't even recognize some of these guys. Obviously, they'd be really tall, but I'm tall, so I don't notice another tall person, bro. You know, one guy. I'm 6 foot. We're all skyscrapers at this point. Rico, my friend Macy fights this weekend. She will be competing for a title sooner rather than later. Oh, she's gonna beat Myra Buena Silva. Yeah, man. She's a good fighter. We'll see what happens. I'm pulling for her. We'll see if I pick her in my picks for the MVPs. I'm gonna be making a video on it pretty soon. I hate how many teams passed on Connect due to age. It's just NBA evaluation. Yeah, so NBA evaluation is nuts. The way they do it is, if you're over 19, they don't want you. Yep, it's almost like baseball evaluation. If you're older, and that's what the kids got in this habit of doing this in football now. They'll be like, "Oh, but he's only 22. He's going to get so much better," versus a 25-year-old. And it really doesn't matter. You're only around for 1 or 2 contracts. Who cares how old you are, right? You're only around for 1 or 2 contracts. So, what are we doing?
watching chill lo-fi hip-hop. But did you know that there's a YouTube Music app where you can listen to playlists based on whatever mood you're in?
Anyways, I'm gonna get focused.
Get YouTube Music Premium.
So what I was telling you guys is some of the times I have to go out and find screenshots of these guys, these fighters who are about to fight each other. Well, when I find the screenshots, sometimes they're, when you right click on them and you save the file, it's a web file. It's not a JPEG. And you need to have a JPEG less than 2 megabytes to be your thumbnail for YouTube. So what you have to do is, I use a website called Convertio, and Convertio is a free website. You can load up pictures or anything really and make it whatever format you want. So I'm going and loading up all the web files and making them JPEGs. Then I have to re-download them, and then I can identify that JPEG as my screenshot or my thumbnail for the fighters. So that's what I'm doing when you guys don't see me here. And it's one of those workarounds I had to learn, like self-teach myself. Because if you don't do that, you find yourself just right-clicking on every single picture you see under the image results under Google and just checking to see what the format is over and over and over. Is this a JPEG? Is this a JPEG? Is this a JPEG? And you just be wasting your time all day if you do that. So I obviously have learned the workaround. Taught myself the workaround, really. There's a lot of fights this weekend. I'm low energy today, but I got 2 days to get it done. So like some days I'm dragging. Like I'm dragging these nuts. Some days I'm just struggling. And you just gotta get through it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13 fights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. Got them all. Okay. So now we go to, boom. Now we're opening up OBS. And then OBS has the canvas when I record my videos. And on the canvas, I have to just make sure my camera's set up right, the graphics are set up right, and then I'm going to replace, yeah, see, this doesn't look right. So you go in here, you make sure this is the size of the screen. That looks a little better. Pull this down. Then you pick up your first photo, and your first photo is going to be the first matchup of the night, which is Ricky Simon, right? Versus Vinicius Oliveira. And go ahead and put that up. Boom, boom. Minimize that. Don't make a pick yet. That's the best part about it, is like, you gotta just slow your roll. So then you pull up you go here. Don't worry about that. Click messages. Somebody wrote me a message.
The NFL season will be back before you know it. Sign up for NFL Sunday Ticket with YouTube TV.
Oh, Connor, you're gonna like this post I'm about to do on Twitter right now. You're gonna like it, Connor. You're gonna like it. Because it's coming. I just have to find my proof. It's an I was right video type deal.
The NFL season will be back before you know it. Sign up for NFL Sunday Ticket with YouTube
No
TV.
thanks. No thanks. Man, I'm looking for a video right now. It's gonna feel good when I find it. I'm going through my videos looking for something. Just have to stay focused till I find it. Because I could have sworn I made it. I gotta find it. Maybe I didn't make it. Maybe I just talked about it on a live stream. That can't be right. Looks like I only did it in a live stream. Talked about it on a live stream. So what do?
The NFL season will be back before you know it. Sign up for NFL Sunday Ticket with YouTube TV.
You guys see that, dude? I'm living the good life. All right. I know people are watching this like, when's this guy gonna talk to us? Never. Never, 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 ever, 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 ever. It is Oliveira here. I don't know how to say his first name. You guys know it. Oliveira against Bernardo Sopaj. So the first thing I'll say is this is a last-minute substitution on the fight card. These were not the fighters. That's why you don't see a picture or an emblem of these two fighters together. Sopaj is a last-second replacement. I want to say it was going to be Giannis Gamorio or something like that with Gamorio, who's supposed to be fighting, and he's not fighting. So now we get Sopaj. I had to go look for all the film I could find on this guy. I don't know who he is. I can just tell you that when looking at his profile, this little guy's 5'6", 135. And so he's small. And when you go look at his fights, I went back here and I said, whoa. He started fighting in 2016 on the regional scene. And why that's significant to me is he's only 23 years old. So he's been fighting since he was 15, professionally. Just a little, if you ask him, he doesn't have all that many fights on the he's been fighting for the last 8 years. You're looking at 13 fights. On the flip side, when you go look at Oliveira is 28, and he's been fighting forever. Okay, he's been fighting way more fights. Oliveira is a knockout artist, TKOs all day long. And he's been on the regional scene. Yes, he showed up to Dana White's Contender Series, got a TKO. It looked good, it looked impressive, kind of just beats you down, eventually gets there. He doesn't have one-punch knockout power. Nobody at 135 usually does, but he's a good fighter. I like him. Now, when we go look at the card, they flipped this. This was, Sopaj was at a plus 140 to start off. And I'm assuming the books went crazy and a lot of sharp money went the other way. So now we're looking at a pick 'em fight now. Nobody is an underdog in this regard. So for that reason, when you see my pick for this fight, it is a bona fide lean, not a lot. And I'm going to go ahead and take Oliveira. I am. I know a lot of people are on the underdog and the new replacement. That's how it got to minus money. That's on you. It's a coin flip at this point. I'm going to go with Oliveira, but more importantly, if you guys look over here for the props and parlay ideas, I don't know if it's going to make the last card of the night or it's going to make the final card, but in the moment, because you guys know I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more parlays and prop ideas to add, and we still have about 6 more fights, and I still got to add moneyline parlay in here somewhere. So what I'd say is, in the moment, this is here, but I think this fight ends in a KO or TKO. Regardless, I don't think it goes the distance. Eventually, somebody's going to give out. You get a fight notice, you're on notice for 5 days. Sopaj got this fight on 5 days notice. I don't know, bro. I just can't believe it. I like Oliveira. He is crafty and he does knock people out and does get TKOs. I'm gonna stick with him and hope for the best. If you don't feel comfortable because you're betting on a fighter you don't know, then don't do it and you can just avoid it. But I'm gonna go with the coin flip, 1 unit. This is what I believe in Oliveira. Good luck, y'all. Make the right choice. I was right. With the minus 115. I think it's pretty good money for. I was right. He did get a knockout. Man, I'm good at this. Man, that's why I do this for a living. That's why I'm so wealthy. Man, the haters must be sick. All I gotta do is guess the right shit. Man. Dudes be like, well, Rico, your house ain't big enough. I'm out here dominating, y'all. All 2 of you watching, I'm dominating. Ain't worried about a thing. UFC. I'm warming up my dinner from last night. We went to Outback Steakhouse. Shout out to the MVPs. Shout out to the haters. They paid for that dinner. The haters paid for the dinner last night. My girl had sirloin and shrimp. I had pasta, shrimp, and steak. You boys ain't ready for it. You hear that? Y'all hear that? It's cooking, bro. It's cooking. I'm cooking. It's cooking. What an amazing piece of steak.
Your favorite TV shows are on YouTube, from Max, Stars, AMC Plus, and more on YouTube.
So I'm eating, y'all. Making the content. Doing my best. And yes, I'm eating pasta with a spoon.
YouTube Music app, you can blend up to 30 artists into one big custom radio station, which means now your dog is basically a tiny little DJ. Get YouTube Music Premium. Try 1 month free.
like he's never been defeated. I think the gift of Saki is that he has lose or draw, you're going to see a good show when he fights.
When you put yourself in the fire like he has, you probably get pretty comfortable with it. He's been a pro since 15, and 3 pro fights before 16th birthday, including a win over UFC veteran Alatong Haley. The tail of the tape is brought to you by Toyo Tires, official tire of UFC. Song Yudong has more UFC experience, but he's 5 years younger than the 10th ranked Ricky Simone. Song Yudong 2 inches taller and 5 feet 8 inches tall, 2-inch engine range.
Nice! 8 feet 6 inches tall. Weighing in at the bantamweight limit, 136 pounds. Finds it. The victory with 3 to 30.
The heavyweight one event here tonight.
The NFL season will be back before you know it. Sign up for NFL Sunday Ticket, YouTube TV, and watch every game, every Sunday. Sign up today.
With 3 rounds to work, says he'll get better. With 5 rounds, cardio not an issue for him.
The NFL season will be back before you know it. Sign up for NFL Sunday Ticket with YouTube TV and watch every game, every Sunday. Sign up today.
Ricky Simone, as he has said time and time again, he doesn't lose, right? He gets chances to work. He gets a chance to work. Saw, claps the body. You can tell that his team knows that Ricky shoots out of that right hand.
Watching the toothbrush with Lily Eilish. But did you know that there's a YouTube music app where you can course. The original version. Get YouTube Music Premium. Looks like you're on YouTube watching a musician that can do duos. But did you know there's a YouTube
For my son, and a good life for my family, for me, for my coach, for everybody who's in my side. Everything can be possible. Central Championship is pretty good for that. Just man, he really puts a lot. He does have you heard. He's really good.
A good guy, likes to throw hands, but he's always pushing the action, always pressing his opponent, looking to our UFC match.
Energy on there. Very meaning me to what?
Fight out. Vinicius Oliveira is ready to go. 20 interview pro soccer. He's been spending a lot of time over there.
Yeah, and that's a true organization to test yourself, to get yourself to that next level, right? I love seeing when these young fighters are coming from somewhere like UAE Warriors. You know they've been tested. You know they're fighting the best people from around the world on the regional scene trying to get to the UFC. And there's a reason this man has 14 knockouts, right? The way he approaches the fight. You saw in the feature that it says it makes him feel alive. Well, he fights like that. He goes out there, he throws caution to the wind, he throws big, powerful shots, and they're from awkward angles too, Laura. He's fun to watch.
He is a lot of fun to watch, and we talked about this earlier. He's sort of, you get the sense that he's come to peace with the idea of being knocked out.
Yeah.
And when a fighter gets to the point where they know that that's a possibility and they accept it, they're so incredibly dangerous. And that is the way that he fights. Like you said, so creative. And the types of kicks that he throws. I mean, he'll throw cartwheel kicks and jump kicks. He's always looking, to mix it up and make a fight a real dust-up, not keep it clean. Incredibly creative and just very hard to predict.
I timed out at 10-8 for our first fight. Things started. We are underway. Oliveira in the red trunks, Madrigal in the blue.
Your favorite movies are on YouTube from Max, Paramount Plus.
Interesting to see Oliveira targeting that leg early because that's something I did see in the film of Madrigal is he has struggled with leg kicks in several of his fights, so I'm guessing Oliveira did his homework.
Yeah, there it is. Madrigal doing what he does, moving forward, trying to apply the pressure early. Oh, those are some solid leg kicks
They are.
already.
Very heavy. Madrigal being coached by his brother Aaron, who is in his corner tonight. He's really chopped that front leg against Oliveira.
This is smart for Madrigal to mix in these takedowns. He's got his hands up. He was in a good position. Nice work there from Oliveira to work his way back to the center. Shook that right hand out a little bit.
Oliveira constantly changing stances, sort of switching up his approach. Oh, it's a beautiful counter shot.
Big counter uppercut there from Oliveira. Madrigal, though, staying composed. Got cracked good with that uppercut, but still moving forward. Trying to find his openings. Oliveira throws strikes so powerfully from so many different angles.
Wow. Doing so well, too.
Felt a breeze on that one.
I did too. That was a slick head kick that just missed the face of Oliveira. Oliveira's got to be careful though. He is swinging a bit wild. Not that that's also a big weapon of his.
It is. It's been his biggest weapon, but it's also been his detriment to your point on the walk there, Paul. That's when he gets countered is when he's swinging from the hip, but...
Yeah, it was when he lost his title. He got countered in one of his big swinging exchanges.
Held the bantamweight title in UAE Warriors, won the title, defended it once, lost in July of 22.
And Oliveira, I think this is the third fight this year, or this will be his fourth fight this year. Been busy.
Oliveira lands the knee, and again chopping at that knee leg.
That leg kick is...
Yeah.
I mean, that's landing.
Madrigal has got to address that. He's either got to counter it and get some respect back, because if Oliveira is just going to feel like he's not getting anything coming back at him when he throws that, he's going to keep doing it. But this is not something we haven't seen from Madrigal, where, he's getting worked a bit and then finds his...
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, finish you, Oliveira! One and done! Finish you, Oliveira! One!
From Madrigal, where, he's getting worked a bit and then finds his...
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, finish you, Oliveira! One and done!
No, there's just no way I can go the other way. There's just no way I can go the other way, said Rico Knows. There's just no way I can go the other way. All right, I think I know what I want to pick for this fight.
Your favorite movies are on YouTube from Max, Paramount Plus, Stars, and more on YouTube.
Jacob spent 10.
The NFL season will be back before you know it. Sign up for NFL Sunday Ticket with YouTube TV.
This week's best MMA bets, we're talking UFC 303, international fight here. Favorite underdog, it's international fight and finish it out with a loaded holiday section.
All right, so UFC.
It is fight week, it's international. Guys, have you maintained or have you reached a level of excitement from an international fight? Versus Chandler, that's a huge disappointment. But the back talk about last house gamers or shots, this is 8 title. They gave us Lopez versus Ortega out of nowhere, and they're trying their best to deliver a light heavyweight match. So like Gary versus Mike Page came in late. What's your level of excitement goes for UFC 303?
I'm with my dude Dan on with this. I'm over rematches. Like, is this worth Conor McGregor money to be in the arena? No. But is it worth the pay-per-view dollars? I'm okay with it. I'm down. I feel like overall at home, spending my money, I'm happy to do it. We've already seen this fight, but it's still gonna be fireworks, so I'm okay with it.
Danny Segura, what does the UFC want out of this matchup? I think Pahela's their guy, right? But trilogies, no one hates those.
Yeah, that's something I thought about. I think the UFC is in a win-win situation here. Look, if Jiri Prochazka wins, you got another European champion. Not only that, but all of a sudden you're 1-on-1 with Pereira and Fight Society, which should be. You could run a trilogy and then kind of skip over and collide once again and avoid that fight. And fans won't complain too much. All of a sudden, you got a fantastic beef and that,